Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning if you're on the West Coast. Thank you very much for the good morning. It's actually noon already for the West Coast, so that's all good. And then for you, Flavie, it's a little later at night. Thank you for joining us. Flavie is the Director of Sales for our amazing DMC, Be Essential. And we're very proud of you, given the amazing feedback we are getting daily. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Dominique, for the introduction. I really appreciate it. Hello, everyone, and I'm very happy to be here today with you. Thank you for your time. My name is Flavie, and as Dominique mentioned, I'm the head of sales for Be Essential. Today, I will be talking about a few different tips and things that your clients could be doing this winter in France. I will also be explaining you how we work and how we can assist you in your client's booking or in any way to engage conversation with your clients in regard to a destination. So we will start first with a little introduction about our company. I will just go down on the presentation. So basically, I'm one of the is DMC with Mrs. Elbia Turconi, who is the owner. We both have about 15 years experience in the luxury hospitality industry as well as luxury event industry. We've been working mostly in the US during all those years, and this background really allows us to have a 360 understanding of what your clients are looking for and how our business is running. That also makes sometimes the difference between our competitor. We really have the hotel side as well as the event side and the whole coordination. Elbia, who I just mentioned, who is the owner of the agency, is also our head of operation. And she's always the one overlooking every single itinerary that is sent to your clients and to you. So just to tell you a little bit more about our services and our product. All of the itineraries that we design are tailor-made. We get inspired, of course, by all the interests that your clients may have. We customize the itinerary the way that you want, meaning that if you want to have a white label itinerary with your logo, this is something that we can definitely do. Also, all the services that we offer our breakdown with the price. So that way we save a lot of time between the back and forth between your clients and us. So it's very easy to read, very understandable, and we don't have any minimum to work together. If you are looking just for a meet and greet at the airport or just a transfer, we're happy to assist. So don't hesitate and feel free to contact us, even if it's just for a very simple and single service. We're happy to help. We usually also provide only boutique service and we focus on experiential travel. We go from unique dining experience, including some of the best chef tables or dinner at the house of Michelin star chef. And we have a luxury fleet of recent vehicle, SUV, Mercedes Sprinter, minivan with premium bilingual driver. We have driver who can speak Portuguese, who can speak English, of course, Spanish, German. And we also have some driver who can speak Japanese, so feel free to ask and we will do our best to suit what you need. We also have access to private and exclusive experience, such as private aviation, helicopter expedition, yachting. So this is also another service that we offer. Just for you to keep in mind, of course, we are a DMC, but we're also pretty strong on every concierge services that you can think of, meaning that if your client is looking for a babysitter or hairdresser, if they are looking for a doctor on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, we are here to assist them the whole time during their stay. We have a curated portfolio also of exclusive property. I will go back on that later on in the presentation, especially with beautiful chalet in the mountain for this winter. And we have, of course, experience on each destination. We are fully knowledgeable on the destination. Just for you to know, all the team are from France. We are French native, but we're not all living in France, meaning that we have some people based in America. We have some team member based in Argentina. The owner is living between Paris and New York. Myself in Normandy in France. And that way we basically are working all around the clock, which we know is quite important in the industry. So that's also something that is quite interesting for you, I guess. The way that we work
just even with your introduction, I think everybody is you're answering all the question. Everybody was asking before for itemized itinerary, can we do only a transfer, no minimum? So I think everybody is already convinced that you're definitely a great person, a great company to work with. Huh?
Thank you, Dominique. And just to go back in terms of logistic and organization, either myself or Elbia are always available on WhatsApp. We are also available over the weekends or in the evening. Even when Elbia is in France, she's usually working on the East time, and she's working until late at night and sometimes very early to very early in the morning. That way that if you have a call or an appointment, a meeting with one of your clients and you want to engage the conversation about France, feel free, please, to send us a message, and we'll be always happy to send you tips, to get on the phone with you for a few minutes and to give you some tools to start to talk with them and to get their interest. Also, one major thing I will say for us is we have on our website a link. Basically, it's behind this link, we have someone from the operation team who is 7 days a week looking and receiving your request. This is very important because usually sometimes you are meeting with your clients on the Friday evening or late afternoon on the Friday night. And then you have everything ready to be sent to the DMC on Saturday morning. Please do not wait until Monday. We have this link on the website. Just fill out the form and there will be someone receiving your request over the weekend and starting to work on the availability. We know that when we have very important clients, and when we start to get interested in a destination, they want to have the information as soon as possible. So don't wait until Monday. If you have a chance, fill out the form and someone will be behind the computer and already starting to work on it over the weekend. So this is quite interesting and that can help also to gain some time. Going back also to the operation and how we work when your clients arrive in France, we have an operation team that is with them the whole time, meaning that they are in contact over the phone with them with a multi-reconfirmation process and a 24/7 assistance and concierge services if they need at any time of the day to add one services. We will be there to assist them. The operation team is also going on a regular basis on site, meeting with our partners, doing the tour, meeting with the tour guide, going to visit where your clients will be welcome. So we are really making sure that we are a high level of services and your clients will be welcome the way that they should. And in regard to training, I'm happy and I'm available to assist you for any webinar, any training on a specific destination that you might think of. If you are looking for perhaps promoting a new destination such as Brittany or the southwest of France, or if you just have new member in the team who you want to get trained on the destination France, I'm always available and happy to schedule a webinar.
And Flavie, we can do on our platform, huh?
Exactly. Yes, that's the easiest way. So you can go on Dominique's website and then you can book there and you will have my whole availability. As you can see today, it's 9 p.m. in France, and I usually do a lot of webinar around those time. I'm available also earlier in the morning, but I know that sometimes not everyone, you have emergency sometime or important requests to answer for your clients in the morning. So I always try to make myself available later on during the day as well. So please feel free. The schedule is on Dominique's website. And as we mentioned,
Flavie, I just wrote on the chat the website, www.letsconnect365.com. And if you don't remember it, by going to our own website, dominiquedebay.com, you will see a link to Let's Connect 365 as well. Huh?
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, Dominique. And as we mentioned earlier during the webinar, right now the US dollar and the euro, it's a really good exchange rate for your clients. We also have a bank account in the US, so you won't have any fee if you choose to pay by wire transfer. We also are very confidential in regard to your commission. We usually provide a 10% commission, but if you want to get a higher commission, such as 12 or 15% commission, just let us know, and we will arrange the itinerary accordingly. And we also can provide net rate if you prefer. That's really up to you. You tell us what you want, and we will do so. So that's it for a little bit who we are. We are a small team. We're really dedicated to our clients. We are going above and beyond to try to have everyone, make everyone happy. And that's the way we work. And we are receiving a lot of really good feedback so far, and a lot of repeat guests and referral. And that's really heartwarming sometimes. That's great. So today we will be talking about winter in France. I will be giving you a few tips and a few recommendations about what your clients could do in France. We will go over a few different cities, some cities that you probably know well, such as Paris or perhaps Strasbourg, but also some upcoming cities and some cities that are quite interesting, such as Lille in the north of France, that we really don't hear so much about, Sarlat, and of course Megève. We cannot not talk about this beautiful destination. So moving forward, we will start with Paris. I will be talking very briefly about two events happening around the festive season in Paris. So the first one is the Kiev National Opera Ballet, the Nutcrackers, which will happen between December 21st to January 5th. This ballet, it's really, really amazing. The Kiev National Opera Ballet, we've been hearing a lot about them in France this past year. The location, they will be at the theater in the Champs-Élysées. So it's an amazing location. We highly recommend to go see this show if your clients will be in Paris during this time. Also, one of our other recommendations will be La Sainte-Chapelle with a Christmas classical concert from December 22nd to the 30th. So basically, just for you to picture the location of La Sainte-Chapelle Church is on Ile de la Cité, between Le Marais and Le Panthéon. So it's very well centered in Paris. This church is quite famous for its Gothic style and for its breathtaking windows. This is a really, really beautiful place to be. So those are the two events that we will highly recommend to do if your clients are visiting Paris over the festive season. And moving forward, we will be talking about Paris, a few examples of what else you can do in Paris. First of all, the main ice rink in Paris will be located on the top of the Montparnasse Tower. As you know, it's over a 50th floor, and it's beautiful view of Paris, and really lovely to be ice skating over there. There is one that is quite big as well in the Grand Palais, and another one in La Défense, so a little bit outside of Paris, in the business district of Paris. We also offer cooking experience, and during the winter, we can have a focus on the traditional Christmas dishes, or we can have also a focus on the winter dishes, such as raclette or le fondue or the foie gras. Every French people is waiting for their first raclette every year. So it's all about cheese and it's delicious. I would highly recommend for your clients to discover that. The caviar and the champagne tasting. This is also one tasting that we try to push. The owner went to do the tasting about 3 weeks ago. She really enjoyed it. She said that the quality of the caviar was exceptional. And the setup, the ambience, the whole setup around this is definitely worth to do. And then some activities that your clients could do, for example, on Christmas Day on the 25th. As you know, it's a bank holiday in France and many shops are closed, many restaurants may be closed. But just for you to know, we have also the Christmas Day Mass and nativity scene in most of the Parisian church. So this is something that your clients could do, for example. We have the Christmas chant at the American Cathedral or even at the Irish Cultural Center. So those are also other activities that they could do. And this year, something pretty cool happening is the 30th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. So for the occasion, Disneyland has made new costume, a new light shows. There is also a whole parade, all about the anniversary. They also have exclusive merchandising treats. So if there is a time to visit Disneyland Paris, I will definitely say this year. And as you know, Christmas and New Year's Eve have a very special and magic feel in Disneyland. So we'll highly recommend as well to make a stop in Disneyland Paris this year. The New Year's Eve party is from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's great for kids, but it's also amazing for adults without kids who just want to go back to their childhood. We all know those kind of plays, and even if we are adults, we all become a child again. So feel free to send the invitation to your clients, even if they are without kid, they can have a nice time. And if you have clients who are Jewish, we have some Hanukkah celebration also in Paris with the Paris Jewish tour. And we have also a Jewish bakery food tour, which is really, really good. We all know that they have amazing bakeries. So we can organize this as well for them. So that was for Paris, just a few tips. Of course, we could talk much more about other events or other things happening to Paris, but this will already give you a few ideas of what can be done this year. And from Paris, we will move to Strasbourg. So Strasbourg, some of you may have been during Christmas time, from the last week of November to the last week of December. This is really the busiest time in Strasbourg. Perhaps your clients have been, perhaps you've received already feedback about what's going on there. Basically, Strasbourg is the oldest market in the whole Europe, and it has also the tallest tree in Europe. In the city, you have 11 markets, and you can take a boat ride and go from one market to another. It's really lovely, and it can be also very romantic. It's really nice. And I will take a moment to speak briefly about the off-market of Strasbourg and its eclectic program. It's located on the Place Grimensen, and it's very, very special. This market is all about sustainability, a fair trade, and mindful consumption. Basically, the first one happened about 7 years ago, so it's still something new in the area. It's all made with marine containers and geodesic dome. And every single day you have, of course, you have about 30 different exhibitors and actors about ecology and and sociability. And also you have concerts, you have shows, you have workshop, conferences every single day. And for sure your clients will, if your clients go there, they will learn about something new. They will have the opportunity to buy a very interesting present made sometime with recycled items, but really cool and an interesting place to be. So this is for the off market, and it's perhaps your clients might not know it yet. So just keep this in mind, and we can of course send you more information about this later on. And then if your clients, or if you are in the area of Strasbourg, we will definitely recommend you to go to Colmar. Colmar is a lovely town next to Strasbourg. It's probably one of the most photographed town in the area. If you go on Instagram, you will find thousands of pictures of this lovely place. It's really, really charming. You have an ice rink about 800 square meters. And also there is in the Little Venice area, there is a Santa giant letterbox. So if you have a family with the kids, they can write a letter to Santa, either in English, or they can put a few words in French. They write the address, and then Santa will send them back a letter. So it's something pretty cool. You know, you're on holiday and you drop your letter to Santa, and then you go home and Santa just replied to you. So pretty nice. And also they have children singing Christmas song on boats. So lovely to listen. So this was for the region of the east of France, Strasbourg and Colmar. And then going to Lille. So usually your clients will not ask you about Lille, especially during the summer season. They will ask you about the Provence, about the Côte d'Azur. It's not really a destination where you will go to spend the summer. However, if there is a time of the year where this destination is pretty interesting, I will say it's definitely during the winter time. Basically in the city center of Lille, so which is really north of France, you will have two main squares. The first one is called Grand Place, and the second one is Place Ribourg. They are really a very short walking distance, the one to another. Over there, you have, of course, a very lively Christmas market. You have a chalet, you have a big wheel, you have an 18-meter tall Christmas tree. And so you have the whole atmosphere of Christmas, but you also have this really interesting Flemish architectures. Basically, the architecture that you can find also in a few cities in Belgium. For foodies, is an amazing place. You have the Philippe Olivier cheese shop. This is really a place if your clients are going there to stop by. You have the waffle from Mert, the jam from the microbreweries. You have like all the kind of jam you can imagine, all the flavor. And also there is a really cool cake shop there that has been there for 3 centuries. So it's something quite exceptional and interesting to stop by. And on Sunday market, you can find food from all over the world. So really interesting. If they are there on Sunday, they can just walk around on the Sunday morning and enjoy the market, and they will have a great time. To be continuing on Lille, something pretty important, and to tell your clients, if they are going there, tell them perhaps to keep a luggage empty on the side, because this is a really great place for shopping. We're gonna be talking about that for a few minutes now. Basically in Lille, in the south of the city, in Rue Faubourg des Postes, you have this little suburb, this little area called Maison du Monde. This has been launched, about in 2007 by Agnès B, who is a French designer, and she's also the owner of a cosmetic line. In Maison de Mode, you have many fashion houses with young designers who are designing in their workshop, and they are selling their collection on site. It's pretty interesting because they are most of them French. They are young, they are emergent, and they have like really interesting collection. It's something very different than just going to shop in the main street in Champs-Élysées or Monaco or Deauville in the big house that we all know. If you want something a little bit different but still French and with a great design, this is the place where you should hang out and go. So this, as I mentioned, is a little bit south of Lille, and it's called Maison de Monde. And just for you to know, you can still just stay in the city center, walk in those narrow streets with the Flemish architecture, and you will find 4,000 shops in the historic city. So you can go south, you can stay in the center in the historic city. There is plenty of shopping option. And if you go in the historic city, you will probably notice that all those shops are kind of competing, having a small competition, about window display. And they are trying to be very original, and it's a great area to just to walk around and do window shopping, even if you don't want to. You don't have this empty luggage to fill in. And still in Lille, I would like to say a word about Furet du Nord, which is the biggest bookshop in the whole Europe. So it's not a place where you go usually for just 10 or 15 minutes. It's more a place where you can hang out and for sometime an hour or even more if you really are into literature. You have books with different languages, and Furet du Nord, it's really a place to stop by. And then still in Lille, we have this district called Oisem, where you can stroll in bazaar and look for antique. So also great for shopping. And very close by, about a 30-minute drive in Boulogne-sur-Mer. So it's a small town by the sea, where you have also a beautiful Christmas market. So you can spend 2 days there or just a full day, perhaps the day at Nausicaa and the evening at the Christmas market. You will have Nausicaa, which is the largest European aquarium. It's quite new. It's really interesting. You have more than 1,600 species, 60,000 creatures. And just to give you an idea, their main aquarium is the size of an Olympic pool. So if you're with kids or even without kids, it's really an incredible place to hang out. This destination might be a great destination for your repeat clients, the one who've been to France 1, twice, 3 times. They've been already to Paris, they did Strasbourg. This is something that can be different and that can be pretty interesting as well. And moving from Nice, we are going to Sarlat now. So Sarlat in Dordogne, very close to Bordeaux. Sarlat will be more for your clients who are looking to avoid the crowd. It's a beautiful medieval little town with craftsmen coming from all over the world. There is an intimate market with an ice rink, and it's one of the best places for foodies. As you know, the Bordeaux region is amazing, not only for the wine, but also for the truffle, for the foie gras, for the walnuts. So it's a really good place to go if your clients are not into a big crowd. And we know that Christmas, it's busy time everywhere in Europe. So this is also a great place for the festive season. Jumping and flying mostly to Lyon. Lyon, I would like to talk about 2 different things in Lyon. There's so much to say about Lyon and so much to do over there, but I will just give you a quick heads up on one of the best weekends of the year where you can go to Lyon. Just to let you know, if some of you are going to ILTM Cannes, is the weekend following ILTM Cannes. So if you want to make a stop in Lyon, we have the Fête des Lumières, which is an incredible exhibition of more than 30 lightning artwork, from intimate installation to spectacular projection mapping. And it's during 4 nights, from December 8th to the 11th. It's great. It's really spectacular. You can just be walking in the street. You can go from a place to another, and it changes every year. They're not keeping the same artwork every year. So it's something, it's the weekend of the year where you should go to Lyon. And I'll be talking also about another place that not so many people know about. It's called the Elias Frog Shop. It's this shop where you come to an old wooden storefront with unusual and incredible object, all inspired by the imaginary world of Jules Verne, Alice in Wonderland, or Harry Potter. It's a great place if you want to find a really cool present. You will find brands such as HP brand. You will find chocolate frogs. You will find French designer, watch designer, with Epsilon Vega, who designed beautiful watch inspired by Alice in Wonderland. You have Parrot Head umbrella. I mean, plenty of really interesting and cool present you can find there. So remember Elias Frog Shop. This is a cool place to stop by as well. So this is from Lyon. Not willing to take too much of your time, but of course, if you are interested, we can jump on a call and we can talk much more about what you can do over there. And Megève. We couldn't do this presentation without talking about Megève. In Megève, I have to say that we are really strong on accommodation and amazing chalet. We have some incredible property who could accommodate from 8 to 20 guests. Price range will go from 15,000 euro per week to 160,000 euro per week. So we have really different, we have for all budget, and we have really to the top level of services and magical accommodation. So feel free to ask us for more about those chalets. We can send you a few options, catalog, picture. We really are quite strong about that over there. And of course, all the winter sports. So in Megève, as you can know, you can do dog sled, biathlon initiation for kids or for adults. We have electric snow scooter, ice climbing, snowshoeing. We have also hot air balloon, flying over the Mont Blanc in helicopter. That can be very romantic. For kids, that's something really unforgettable. And also we have for New Year's, if you don't want to put a sparkling dress and you don't want to put high heel shoes, we have a really enchanting setting under the star with snowshoes for New Year's Eve. Basically, we will organize a fireplace in the snow with a really exquisite dinner. And yeah, you can just spend New Year's Eve in the nature, away from the crowd, and in this beautiful setting. And then, of course, Megève is very famous for all those social places. So you can just have lunch in the mountain in a really good restaurant, or you can be partying in the afternoon, the whole afternoon with your friend. There are plenty of way to enjoy your lunch or your dinner in Megève. It's really a place with a range of gastronomy that is incredible. So that was for Megève, and that will be it for the few tips in France. I'm happy to answer any question you have. If you have any specific requests, I can jump on another call later on with you. It's really, I'm available.
Right, thank you very much, Flavie. I think we have a little surprise because Elbia is right there. I just among the attendees. So Elbia, the founder of Be Essential, is going to join us in a second. And we have few questions that needs to be answered. But Elbia, maybe you want to say something before?
Yes, I think I'm jumping in. I don't know if you guys can see me.
Yeah, you're on your phone.
Okay, yes, sorry, I'm on my phone. I just on tour right now, but I just wanted to drop by and say hello. Thank you very much for everyone who attended. I think it's quite a few of you tonight here, so very much appreciated. And as Flavie said, we'll remain available. We have me and the operation team are always available to answer all of your questions and work on proposal. We think the best way to get to know each other, to start working together. So please don't hesitate. I think Flavie mentioned it probably earlier. We have an online booking form that's available 24/7. So someone will answer to you within 24 hours. And again, lots of gems. And this is only just a brief overview of what we're capable of doing. But as you can see, we cover the entire country and there's lots and lots of things to do. So please don't hesitate to reach out, talk to Flavie, talk to me, talk to Dominique, and we'll be very happy to discuss further with you all.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. Like
Thank you, everyone.
Howard is saying, Howard Levis, you said, I know France very well and I'm very impressed. So it's a little bit what I felt when I did a fun trip with you in December after ILTM. And, you know, I know Paris, I lived in Paris, and I always like to go back to Paris. But after your fun trip, you know what I felt? You make me fall again in love with Paris.
Thank you.
It was incredible to do things with you that I never did before or didn't even know it's existing. And I think a lot of people have been to France, and thanks to you, they're going to go back to France and see it in a different way. And why not during the holiday season, the winter season? I think that's a great suggestion, everything you give. I want to go everywhere personally.
Yes.
Voilà.
I just want to maybe mention just one quick thing. I know in the US you have a lot of ski resorts and very attractive as well. Aspen being one of the top one, but I understand Aspen is being very difficult to get into now. It's super expensive. And if you think about it, the cost of flying and accommodation and ski resorts here in France is a lot lower. So all in together, it might not be a bad option just for skiing and to see something different mountains.
Well, especially now that the dollar, the parity with the dollar. And
exactly.
Exactly. Diane is asking, is a payment in US or Euro? I think you do both. No?
Yes, we do both, but for our American clients, we have an account also in the US, so very easy to do wire transfer, ACH, and we quote in US dollars for US clients.
Elizabeth, you said your husband is from Lille, so and you want to know if the Grand Palais ice ring is closed this year.
It shouldn't.
It should not, huh? Well, I guess you will. Voilà. Lola, I think in Lille, you said, Fabi, that the bookshop is in different language. The books are in no languages. Lola, I don't know if you wanted to ask for specific bookshop when you said do they carry collection of books in English? I don't know if it was about Paris. Maybe it was at the beginning of the presentation. Huh? But at least one in Lille that does, but a lot of bookshop must have books in
Lille. Just for you to know, so there is this main bookshop, which is basically the biggest in Europe, but they have another bookshop, which is pretty good and very interesting. It's only about secondhand book. So you may even have like books that are pretty old, I would say. So there are those two options in terms of bookshop that are quite famous there. I didn't mention the secondhand bookshop, but there is one, and it's also an interesting place to visit.
Kim wants to know how early in the season can you normally be sure of snow in Megève?
That's a tricky question. I wouldn't be really able to answer that. You know, we have some year things are changing. Some year we having a lot of snow. Last year we had snow very early in December. It really depends of the forecast. So I wouldn't want to guarantee snow. No one want to get. We hope, but we can't guarantee.
No, but usually, I mean, Megève is so famous. Yeah, people go there every year. If there were no snow one year, or they will know. And I don't know. I always know people are going.
No, I think the slopes open only when there is snow. And remember that we always have cannons. So if it's not like too much snow, they will have the artificial snow. And the good thing about cities like Megève or Courchevel is that there are towns. So if you don't ski, there's plenty of things to do, bars, lots of hype restaurants and shopping area, which is really cool too. So there's always something to do.
Oh, and it's a cute little village. I think it's probably one of the nicest in France. Huh? Alors, Oscar, so we have many of you saying wonderful presentation. They will be in touch. Thank you, everyone. Ines, yes, beautiful. Very impressed with the presentation. So Lola, indeed, she was asking in Lille, but for the bookshops, books are also in English. Thank you for the second-hand bookstore tip. And Céline, very interesting programs. Voilà. So I think we have read all the Q&A. Let's see if there is anything in the chat, but no. So that's perfect. So I don't know if you have anything to add. I see. Thank you so much, Diane. Merci, Lola. Oh, but thank you, everyone. We have a beautiful travel advisor from all over joining us. I think there is a lot of interest for a wonderful DMC in France, and I can promise you these two ladies, they're really, I think somebody was telling me they're rocket, but you're like, no, you're at the top of your game. There are so many expressions.
Thank you, everyone.
They're like, you're fabulous, you're insane, it was incredible, the feedback since we worked together. So you can trust us.
Thank you very much.
Voilà.
We look forward to connecting to all of you. If anyone is coming to Cannes, I think we're hosting some events with Dominique, but feel free to reach out before or after your trip. Flavie and I will both be there as well. So we're looking forward to meeting you all in person. Perfect.
Thank you very much. And thank you all for joining us. Buenas tardes. Bon dia. We will be sending you the recordings. And then actually, Flavie, you will be the one doing it. So you will have your emails and everything in it. All right, perfect. Thank you, everybody. Until next time, I don't know which subject they will pick, but for sure, it's all going to be very interesting. Yeah? Thank you all.